This might be the most genuinely confusing battle of the entire Second World War, and that's not an exaggeration. Even the generals fighting it later admitted they'd basically lost track of what was actually happening. Summer, 1941, North Africa. Tobruk has been under siege for months, and both sides desperately want to break that siege, just for completely opposite reasons. Britain wants to relieve the garrison trapped inside. Rommel wants to finally crush it for good. In November, a newly formed British Eighth Army strikes first, launching Operation Crusader, and almost immediately, everything falls apart into chaos. Here's the problem. The Western Desert has almost no landmarks. No roads, barely any features to navigate by, just flat open ground stretching in every direction. British armored brigades get scattered across this featureless terrain. In some cases, entire units lose track of exactly where their own supporting forces even are. In one stretch of fighting, the British lose over 500 tanks in just 4 days while inflicting a fraction of that on the Axis side, and yet somehow the British are still winning this exchange because Rommel's forces are being ground down by supply problems that are honestly even worse than Britain's. Then Rommel does something wild. He personally leads a raid deep behind British lines called the Dash to the Wire, hoping to cause total panic in the British rear. And for a moment it actually works. Chaos spreads, communication breaks down. But it backfires badly because while Rommel's own tanks are off charging through the desert, British forces get time to regroup and repair, and the New Zealand Division uses that exact window to push through and finally link up with the trapped Tobruk garrison, ending the siege after 8 brutal months. By early December, Rommel's tank strength has collapsed to almost nothing, while British reinforcements keep arriving. He's forced to abandon the entire position and retreat hundreds of miles back across Libya. Operation Crusader becomes Rommel's first real defeat of the entire war in North Africa. And that's really the story here. Not one dramatic turning point, but days of chaos, confusion, and both sides making decisions half-blind in a featureless desert, until one side simply ran out of fuel and tanks before the other did. If stories like this, the messy, confusing ones that decided real outcomes anyway, are your kind of thing, stick around because this channel is full of exactly these.